not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes to throw once more. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
2nd down and 4.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Here's Jackson to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now here's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he finds Hopkins complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Dances by him. Look at the big man rumble. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Report! You.
Jackson. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3.
Go ahead. Hey, report!
To throw is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They'll look to throw for it on third and 1. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Samaje Perine. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
180. Hey.
Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Hey, middle. Sit out.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Attack! I don't need to.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, middle.
Throwing, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A handoff, running left, Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they have got the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, it took us until the final